Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. This is my monthly weigh-in video, but I'm not going to just be doing that. I'm going to talk about my other goals as well. That way I put them in one nice condensed video, and I'm putting this out once a month. I know it's going out late. You guys know I do demos on weekends, and sometimes I get a little tired and need to rest when I get home. That being said, I'm going to go into my goals, how I'm doing. Then I'm going to get on with you guys and let you know about my weight and what's going on and what I'm planning doing forward. Okay, so let's start with my goals and how I'm doing on them. Number one goal for 2022. Lowered my grocery budget from $450 a month to $425. And how am I doing on that? January through February, I've come under $425 a month. So I'm under budget. I feel like I'm doing great. The goal that I'm really excited about, that I'm doing really well on, and I think has had the most transformation in my life, is number 2, doing mindful shopping journey rather than doing a no-buy, which there's nothing wrong with a no-buy. For me, the mindful shopping journey, really thinking about what I purchased before I purchase, waiting a while before I'm making a purchase, and really ask myself some discovery questions. Not just, do I need this? Because when I do that, a lot of times I am rebellious by nature and I want to buy it anyway. But what I ask myself, instead of do I need this, I ask myself, how badly do I really want this? And am I really going to use it? So those are the questions I ask, which for me is better than do you need this? So it kind of gets me thinking, hey, how badly do you really want this? And honestly, 95% of the time, I don't want it that badly. And I have really shaved off a lot of my spending, and which is helping me save more money. Like last month, I had $100 left over after the end of the month because I wasn't spending a lot of money like I normally would. And it wasn't like I was spending huge amounts. It's not the $50, $100, $150. Yeah, that can add up too. But it's the $5, the $8, the $12, the $9. All of those little things add up. So mindful shopping has been huge for me. And remember, a lot of times we see on the frugal channels, ask yourself, do you need it? There's nothing wrong with that question. But if you don't want to ask yourself that, you may want to try, hey, how badly do I really want this item? And am I going to really use it? Ask yourself that. For me, I find it to be more empowering and I like it better. So, grocery budget, doing great. Mindful shopping, I'm actually really loving that, and I find the most change with that. Number 3 for 2022 was, as soon as I wake up, get up. Now, I'm not saying I do that every day, but I'm going to say usually 6 out of the 7 days, and I'm okay with that. If I do once a week lay in bed, I don't have a problem, but I was really wasting a lot of time with that. So those are the 3. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be starting now for 2022. And I've kind of tried doing it before, but I really need to work on this. And I'm getting to the weight part, guys, because I know that's partly why you're here. But I think that what I'm about to say may really help some of you guys, so I really have to share it. One thing I very much struggle with, and I've spoken about it before, is the focus and multitasking. And I think I can accomplish a lot. I've got a lot going on, and hey, I'm busy. You know, a lot of us are, not just me. So what I try to do is, in the background, if let's say I'm doing my project managing and I'm scheduling, I'll have either an audiobook or YouTube playing in the background, or I'll be answering phone calls at the same time. But every time I'm doing that, it takes away the momentum from what I'm trying to do, and it takes me a long time. And this morning, for example, I got up super early. I didn't have YouTube playing in the background. I didn't have the phone on. I had the phone off, and I wasn't listening to an audiobook. And I was amazed because the focus was there, and I just went through. What happens is I get bored with what I'm doing, a task, and so I have these other things to entertain me. But the problem is, if something might take me 30 minutes or 45 minutes, I stretch that out to a 3-hour time block because of all these other little things I'm trying to do. So what I'm going to really be working on starting this month is my focus. So if I'm working on something that I'm not playing, that way I can schedule time to watch YouTube and really be present and enjoy it. or schedule that time to listen to some music and things like that. Because having this stuff in the background, I was surprised at how it was slowing my progression and my focus down. So I'm going to be working on not multitasking and pure focus, especially doing some things. Now, some things we can multitask. For example, I can do cooking in the kitchen and multitask a little bit, and I can clean maybe, things like that. But when it comes to computer work, I can't. So pure focus is my next thing. Now on to eating. You guys already know, some of you that are new, is that my heaviest weight on this channel was 267. And in 1 year, I can't remember now how much I lost. I think it was, gosh, it was 70 some pounds. I don't actually remember. It was in the 70s. And so that was really good that I lost all that weight, but then I've gained a lot of it back. And many of you may wonder why. I kind of was figuring this out and asking myself some questions. One thing I notice with me is I get bored easily. And unless I can make something a game or change things up, I get bored. And I always seem to want to have something new to strive with. So it's easy for me to go back to bad habits. And it's something that I've kind of noticed about myself. So, by the way, at the end of the video, I will tell you my current weight. I was showing you on a scale, but a lot of people couldn't see it. So I'm just going to tell you. So anyway, so bottom line is, what I think I was doing is trying to do so many things at once and say, okay, I'm starting on May 1st, I'm starting on April 1st, and I would try doing all the stuff at once. When I first started losing weight, the very first thing I did was I didn't eat in the evening. I just simply stopped snacking. And from just doing that, not snacking at night, I lost 50 pounds. Just doing that. That's one of my first videos that I ever did. That made a huge difference, just not eating at night. So that's what I'm simply doing right now, is I'm starting back at the basics. So for the month of April, I'm only concentrating on one thing. After my evening meal, whenever that is, I'm not eating at night. Now, if I really wanted something, I can have a cup of tea. Maybe I could have an apple if I really need something. But my focus is to not eat at night and get back into that. And then I'll start incorporating more things. That's what I did last time. And I know that I've gotten way off the bandwagon. I just haven't felt inspired or motivated. But you know what's getting me motivated? I just turned 57. And my husband and I were talking about this. That when you're getting older, you're realizing, whoa, I don't have as much time. Here I have an opportunity that God's given me and YouTube's given me. They're allowing me to have a platform to share my life. And how do I want to inspire others and influence other people? Do I want to be a good example? And obviously not just a good example to you, but to myself. Because I'm not competing with others. It's myself, and what do I want to do? And I'm going to tell you one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to keep coming on every single month and doing the same old song and dance, which I've been doing the last year and a half, where I just don't lose any weight and I just keep getting bigger. So I decided, let's take it back to the basics and let's start with something small. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to do. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional. Everybody maybe talk to their own doctor and do what works for them, do their own research. But if you have been struggling with weight, I know there's a lot that goes into it, but one thing that I think could be a good idea is maybe just start with one small thing. Whether it's, hey, I'm not going to eat at night, or this month I'm just going to increase water, something like that. Just start with something small. Another thing I'm going to be doing is I used to be part of these communities, or I'd watch different YouTube channels with people that were keeping their weight off, and I haven't been doing that as much. And I think I'm going to start engaging, watching more of those, because I want to be around like-minded people. If I'm around like-minded people, like I'm around frugal people, that helps keep me centered, and it helps keep me frugal because I'm around all of you. But if I'm not around people that are like-minded with health goals, and I'm not keeping in touch, whether it's a blog or a YouTube channel, or maybe a Facebook group, whatever it is, then, you know, I'm not there with folks that are trying to live that same healthy lifestyle. And it does help to be surrounded by like-minded people. So I'm going to leave it short. For the month of April, I'm just not eating at night. I'm going to see if I lose anything from simply doing that. I'm probably not going to weigh myself until May 1st. So where I'm at right now, my heaviest weight on this channel, my heaviest weight ever was 305. My heaviest weight on this channel was 267. Right now I'm at 232, which isn't good because I had gotten myself down into the upper 170s. So I'm going to work on that this month. I will be in touch with you guys the 1st of May and let you know how all my goals are. I want to ask you guys, how are things going in your life? Not just health related, but how are things going with all of your other goals, whether they're financial, business, personal, anything you want to share in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, never give up. Even if something's not working in your life with any goal, you know what? We're not failures. We only are failures if we stop trying. If something's not working, you know what? Sometimes it's good to go back to the basics, like scratch that little chalkboard off, wipe everything off it, and start back and start out small. And just do little teeny mini baby steps. Let's make it so easy we cannot fail. So let me know what you guys think. I want to tell each and every one of you, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.